These are like the same thing but slightly different. This has been the story of the day.
This whole night has been a night of same but different, and it's really making me mad.
That means I'm doing a great job as celebrity matchmaker.
That means I am really mad at you for making this hard for me. Welcome to the channel, bringing a real-world perspective to the real-world whiskey consumer.
To give you the most honest, unbiased opinions possible, we're going to randomly select one of these unknown matchups from our sample pool and taste it totally blind.
So if that sounds good to you and you haven't subscribed already, go ahead and do that. While you're there, you can hit the like button and the bell notification to be notified when we post videos.
All right, let's run our randomizer and see which pair we're tasting today.
18.
18, cool.
The darkest one.
They do look, we'll see. Let's get these poured and we'll be back with our first impressions. Got my tongue tied. First impressions, glass one on the nose.
Whoa, this smells super butterscotch.
Yeah, butter and butterscotch, but like heavy on the butter.
Which is so weird because I'm not a huge butterscotch consumer. As far as a flavor that I eat, I don't eat it very much.
It's more like brown butter. Like butterscotch has some brightness to it. This is darker than that. It's more like brown butter.
Yes, that's what it is.
That's all I can get. I can get like a brown butter.
And let's be honest, if you know me in real life, I love me some butter. Like real butter, not margarine, butter.
Yeah, let's get into the palate.
Yeah. So I can't pinpoint what I'm tasting, but it's all good.
Yeah.
Like the nose kind of transfers to the palate. It's a little browned butter on the palate, but also kind of sweet, but not too sweet. A little astringent. I'm going to need another sip because normally on the second sip I get the oak. So we'll see how that goes on. But first sip, pretty good.
Yeah, I'm really sitting in like a heavy vanilla cream with a little bit of cherry extract dropped in there.
Oh, okay.
On the palate on first sip. Let's get into another one.
So for me, as per usual, I'm getting more oak on the second sip.
Mm-hmm.
But everything else is still staying the same. Like it's pleasant. I like it.
Wow.
Yeah. There's not much else to say.
It's so strange because the nose is so in that brown butter realm.
Mm-hmm.
And then the palate is so fruity. But then the finish goes back to that brown butter to me.
See, I'm not getting fruity on the palate personally.
I am. I'm getting like a lot of raspberry sweetness.
Okay.
Not a tart raspberry, but like that flavor that a raspberry is underneath the tartness it's that and brown butter, and that's it.
Oh.
It's really good. It's really enjoyable.
Yeah.
It's not super complex, but it is quite nice. All right, glass two on the nose.
Oh, this is even more butterscotch. What in the world? I'm sorry. I have to smell glass one.
I don't know if it's more butterscotch.
It is.
But I see where you're coming from. Like it's buttery still buttery.
It's butterscotch.
It's bright, which buttery and bright leans me towards butterscotch for sure. But I'm getting some fruity elements on the nose that I wasn't getting on glass one. I'm not sure I like it more than glass one. It's just different on the nose.
On initial smells, glass two smells like glass one's big brother.
There's definitely a few more elements there. Glass one was just solid on the nose. Glass two is a little bit more dynamic.
It's very similar, but like a little bit more full grown.
Okay. Let's get into the palate and see what we're working with.
Okay. I'm less impressed with its flavor.
Yeah, same.
Kind of disappointed.
Yeah, it's flat. It's very soda-esque, almost like a cherry Coke.
Like a flat soda.
A flat cherry Coke is what I'm getting. So glass one had that cherry vanilla, or the vanilla cherry.
Yeah.
This has more cherry vanilla, like cherries at the forefront.
Yeah.
But it's just a little lacking compared to glass one.
It smells like it's going to be more than glass one. Like it's going to deliver more. but it delivered less, I feel like, in flavor.
I don't know. Go back to the nose now that you've had a taste of glass 2. And I'm getting like a little bit of like a flat sour tinge.
Yeah, but that might just be the alcohol too. I got that last time. I'm trying to not just discount the ethanol smell.
One more sip on glass 2.
Okay. The nose is so good on this. I'm so disappointed in the flavor. I feel like it just falls flat. It starts off really good, and then it just falls very flat. And I want to taste it. I want to taste it first and then do glass 1 when we're off camera, but I'm sad about this one.
To me, they're very similar. Like these seem like you said, Big Brother on the nose.
Yeah.
But this seems like Big Brother on the palate.
Yes.
They're
Agreed.
very, very similar. They both have this raspberry sweetness, but glass 2 has the tartness that glass 1 lacks. And it's kind of turning me off a little bit on glass 2. With that said, we do need to spend some more time with these. Start with glass 2, clear our palate, yada yada. We're going to do all that, and we will be back with our scores for both of these pours right after this little 2 second 2.2. It's like 2.2 in the editing software. We'll be back. After spending some time with both these pours, what do you think? How do they compare? Where you at?
Man, okay, so
This is tough.
I feel like the last several weeks have been so hard.
They've been very tight, yeah.
They've been same, but different. If you get that, like
that's these two.
They're so similar. They're a little different, but they're so similar. So I think I might have liked glass 2 over glass 1, but it's so close. It could be like a flip of the coin. So yeah, so that's kind of, I feel like how they compare. I feel like they're both really good as far as overall flavor, overall experience. I really enjoyed both of them.
Same, yeah. Very much so.
Yeah.
I liked both of them a lot. I had a preference to glass 2 on the nose, but on the palate, they were just different. Like you said, same, but different.
Yeah.
So this is going to be really interesting to score. They're both really good. I said glass 1 was like brown butter. I got a little bit of lumber aisle, Home Depot lumber aisle smell, and like a raspberry jam.
I love me some Home Depot. I used to work at the Home Depot.
Yeah.
I sold appliances,
and
I love me some Home Depot.
And then glass 2, I got a woody rasp in all caps, because it leaned a little tart, but then a vanilla cream and a maple syrup underneath that.
Okay.
They're both really good. I'm not mad at either one of these bottles.
Yeah.
I'd be happy to have either one of them.
Same.
I hope we own both of these, because I want to have a pour of both of these after this is over.
Either one I'd be fine with.
Let's get into our scores.
Okay.
Where are you at on glass 1 nose flavor experience?
Okay. So for glass 1, I gave it thumbs up across the board. Thumbs up on nose, thumbs up on flavor, thumbs up on experience. I didn't have any like notes on it. It was good. I enjoyed it.
Yeah. For me, it's thumbs up on nose, thumbs up on flavor, thumbs up on experience. And those are all soft. Like they're bordering on 2 thumbs up in some categories.
Yeah.
Really, really enjoyable.
Just solid.
Very, very solid. Let's move on to glass 2.
Okay.
Where are you at on nose, flavor, and experience?
So, spoiler alert, I gave it 2 thumbs up on nose. I got more of like a butterscotch on the nose with this one, which in real life, I don't like eating butterscotch, but apparently I like smelling butterscotch.
It smells good.
It's very good to smell. So
And it's there.
Yeah. So it gets 2 thumbs up on the nose because of that kind of butterscotch smell. And then it gets a thumbs up on flavor, thumbs up on experience. Also, very good pour. The more I compared the two, the more similar they became. So it was really hard for me to pick a favorite. And honestly, between the two, I couldn't pick a favorite. I know I've scored one a little bit higher on nose, but I like them both.
I think the nose is better on glass 2. I gave it 2 thumbs up on the nose, thumbs up on the flavor, thumbs up on the experience. But they are very comparable.
Yeah.
They almost seem very similar. Like there's so many commonalities between the two of them. Glass 2 just seems to be like a grown-up version. I don't know if you said that in this video,
Maybe.
but it seems a little bit richer. But that's not to discount how good glass 1 is. We need to find out what we've been sipping. I cannot wait. Let's find out how much these cost first and then find out what we've been sipping.
Okay.
So glass 1 is number 49 in our key, and glass 2 is number 50.
All right.
And I think we both had a very slight preference towards glass 2.
We did.
Right. So glass number 49, glass number 1 is...
$70.
I'm happy with that.
Yeah.
I'm very happy with that.
Yeah.
Glass number 2.
$50.
Oh, I'm all in on glass 2.
Yeah.
Buy glass 1, but buy 2 of glass 2. All right.
I am too.
All right. So what are they? Glass number 1.
Glass number 1 is Elijah Craig Toasted Barrel. 94 proof.
Are you serious?
Whoa. Okay, hold on. I have to tell you, this was so dark.
So dark.
So dark. 94
That brown
proof.
butter note?
I would have never
No.
guessed it was 94 proof for as dark as it
No.
was.
Okay. What's glass number 2?
Woodford Reserve Double Oaked.
Wow.
Yep. Which we've had
Wow.
for so much. Oh,
And
wow.
we're going to knock on our pizzas here. Hit the bars.
Our pizza's here. Let's
Yeah.
pause.
All right, we got some pizza in the oven and we need to wrap up this video. So this was a fascinating head-to-head. Elijah Craig Toasted Barrel. Very hard to get your hands on in almost every market. Very difficult for us to get our hands on. We had to have a hookup to get it. Woodford Reserve Double Oaked. Very readily available in almost every market. So yeah, this was super fascinating. This is a store pick of Woodford Reserve Double Oak, but it's very on profile with very standard Woodford Reserve Double Oak.
Okay.
With that said, we've got a lot to talk about with this in our real world scores because we've got a hard to get allocated product that's a little more expensive versus a much more readily available product that is less expensive. Our real world scores are based on what you just saw in the blind tasting, as well as the retail score, which is what we call the pricing availability, and the consumer score, which is what we call whether we as consumers would buy it again or not, or whether we would recommend it for you.
We get our real world scores by adding up the thumbs you see on the screen.
There are 10 possible points available, but this is not your everyday 10-point scoring system.
Nope, it's a bell curve.
Most things are right in the middle of that bell curve. 5 points is like thumbs up across the board. We like it for the money,
It's a
for
good
the
value, good buy.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yep.
And then much more above or below that starts to get into your outliers. 4 to 6 is kind of the catch-all when we're tasting totally double blind and don't know whether it's an available or allocated product. Most things fall in that 4 to 6 point range. With that said, where are you at on glass 1, Elijah Craig Toasted Barrel? Pretty hard to find bottle.
Yeah, honestly, I really enjoyed drinking it. So it gets a thumbs up on retail score.
Even though it's hard to find, you like the price, you like the flavor.
Yes.
You're willing to go thumbs up on it.
Correct.
Yeah. For me, I'm going to give it a thumbs down on retail.
Oh.
I like it, but I kind of didn't like it any more than the Woodford. And to be quite honest, the fact that you have to have a hookup to get it or be in a very select market that happens to get it regularly.
That's fair.
I went thumbs down.
I'm feeling
on
a
retail.
little like...
You're feeling generous.
Generous tonight.
All right. So you walk into a store, you see Elijah Craig Toasted Barrel for $70 sitting in front of you. Are you buying it?
Thumbs up, yes.
Okay.
Not a hard yes, but like if I have the money, yes.
Yeah. And that puts your reward score at
A 5 out of 10.
right in the middle. For me, it's going to get a thumbs up on consumer as well. I agree. If I walk into a store and they have one of these and I can buy it for $70, I'm buying it. I'm not buying it for 90. I'm not buying it for 100. But at 70, I am a buy on this product. With that said, let's move into glass 2.
Okay.
Woodford Reserve Double Oak. This is a store pick, but to be fair, it is very on profile for Woodford Reserve Double Oak. It maybe has a little bit more savory elements to it compared to like a standard Woodford Reserve Double Oak. But that said, it's very on profile. Where are you at on retail consumer and real world score?
So I'm a thumbs up on retail score. Like it was what was the price? $70?
No, 50, 60 bucks. Yeah.
Yeah. Like if it's available and it's $50 is like my wheelhouse.
Yeah.
So it gets a
50,
thumbs
60
up.
bucks, 60, much more than 60. And she starts to kind of balk at the price.
I'm like, no, I just vary my options. I like weigh my parameters.
That's
there.
fair. For me, it's going to get a thumbs up as well. I think it's a good quality product for the money. The proof point is lower than I would want to spend for the price, if that makes
Okay,
sense.
yeah.
Like, I don't typically love spending 50 or 60 bucks on a 90 proof pour, but Woodford Reserve Double Oak does definitely pack a punch in flavor, so I'm not mad at the price point. With that said, you walk into a store, you see Woodford Reserve Double Oak sitting in front of you for 55 bucks. Are you buying it as a consumer?
I have to be true to my scoring. I gave it 2 thumbs up.
Whoa! I saw that as you were saying it, and I'm stunned.
Yeah, I would.
That checks out based on past blind tastings.
Because of the price and the flavors. I liked it. It was a good flavor profile for me. And the availability of it and the price of it, 2 thumbs up.
Yeah. For me, I'm going to be thumbs up on consumer score. Again, the price is a little higher than I'd like to spend on 90 proof, but the flavor, the nose, it all comes together. It is a really good product. If you like low proof and you're willing to spend 50 or 60 bucks on a bottle, this is your bottle.
Yep.
Start here, work your way out from there.
Yep.
But
so with my total score on the Woodford Reserve.
Oh, did I not give your reward?
No.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's okay. It gets a 7 out of 10.
Wow, that's a great score.
Honestly, that is very true to think how I feel about it.
Yeah.
Like
it's a cut above.
It's
the value's so high.
It is a good value for the price.
Yeah.
I feel like.
Yeah.
Because I really highly value availability.
Yeah. And for me, it gets a 6 out of 10, which, to echo your sentiments, very much so. Like, I feel like you're getting a really good value for the money with Woodford Reserve Double Oaked. It's really hard to go wrong with it. I mean, I think if you're looking at Old Forester 1910, Elijah Craig Toasted Barrel, Woodford Reserve Double Oaked, these are all kind of in the same low 90s Double Oak Toasted Barrel spheres. Start with Woodford. If you like it, buy the others if you get an opportunity. If you don't like Woodford, don't buy the others. Period.
Yeah.
I don't think they're going to give you much else. I do think Old Forester 1910 is the king of this category, but we'll find out.
But
Maybe.
I tend to like double oaked products.
Yeah.
Personally, for me.
Yeah. Let's find out in future head-to-heads, because now we got some matchups for both of these pours against 1910. So that'll be coming up on the channel at some point.
I think we've said all we can say about these pours tonight. So I think that's it.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time. Cheers. It got cold in here. The AC's kicking. That new AC unit, it's like
so this
frost out.
So can I ask you to never mess with the AC? Let me do it.
I don't even know how to use the app.
Okay. I know, and that's why you need to not mess with it like you did today. I had a system.
I messed up.
And
you done messed up AA Ryan.
You messed with my system, and then I had to put a hoodie on, and I was really nervous that I was going to have to wear the hoodie because I wanted to wear the shirt.
That's a good hoodie, though.
It is a good hoodie, but it wasn't tonight.
Stuffandwhiskey.com.
This is September, October, t-shirt land.
We're inside. It's all the time.
Joshua, inside is an igloo when living with you.